Do what you love and stop caring about what others think. That's the main point of this video today. I've been making videos for 2 years now, and for that time, I've always been telling myself that I want to make the videos that I want to make. So that would be K-pop reactions, gaming videos, life lessons, movie reviews, and literally anything under the sun, even vlogs if I felt like it. But seeing the views on the videos I've made before about those stuff, I got very discouraged because I told myself I wouldn't care too much about like views or likes or whatever. But I guess in this world or in this environment as a creator, it's so hard not to be focused on those kind of things. There were also a lot of content creators who would give advice saying you have to be consistent in the art that you make. You have to be consistent in the things that you do. That way you don't confuse your followers, your subscribers, your viewers. So I don't want to just talk like a YouTuber. I want to talk about doing stuff that we love in general. So people are saying, "Hey, if you're an artist, you make music, you need to make sure that the people following you know what kind of genre you're making. Are you making country music? Are you making heavy metal? Are you making jazz music? Because if you keep doing so many or like different genres of music, your followers or your audience is gonna be confused saying, what does this artist really want to do? But the same goes for me here in YouTube, where people say, if you're going to make videos, you have to make sure that your audience knows what you're making. Are you making life lessons videos? Are you doing gaming videos? Are you doing reaction videos? And I really wanted to do all of those stuff, but then people were discouraging me, or creator advice was discouraging me from doing what I wanted to do because it would confuse the audience. It would confuse the subscribers, the followers. They don't know the reason why they're following me. Are they following me because they want to see vlogs, because they want to see K-pop, because they want to see movie reactions or whatever? So it would be confusing the audience, and it discouraged me a lot from making the kind of content that I wanted. One thing that I thought of was, hey, let's make multiple channels then. One for gaming, one for life lessons, and one for K-pop. But again, content creator advice said that as a new creator, you shouldn't be making multiple channels because you tire yourself out, you're doing too many things and all that stuff. So I was confused. I didn't know what to do. I wanted to do what I love. I wanted to make what my audience or my subscribers would love, and I wanted to follow the advice that content creators would give. So in the end, I just stuck to making life lessons and made gaming and K-pop my uncaptured joys. Now though, I've watched more videos and I'm currently taking up an art class in college. And when I was watching an interview with an artist, I was inspired to make this video. I will be putting in the links for the videos that I mentioned in the description, so if you guys want to watch any of them, just look for them in the description. But anyway, the first video I want to talk about is the interview with Kerry James Marshall and his talks about Mastry. In this video, he talks about how artists before would be painting naked ladies, and it was okay because that was the culture back then and that was the artist's ideal. That's what he wanted to paint. Now, I could be wrong in the way that I interpret his answer in this interview, but the way that I see it is that Kerry James Marshall said that it would be his problem if he can't find enough value in the images that he makes.
Now, if I'm painting fleshy blonde women, and that's my ideal too, then that's a problem. And it's my problem, actually, that if I can't perceive within myself enough value in my image or the image of black women, or construct a desire to represent that image as an ideal, then that's my problem, ultimately.
So what I learned from this interview is that we as creatives, or we as humans, have to find value in the things that we do. So whether you enjoy cooking, whether you enjoy painting, whether you enjoy photography, you need to find value in the things that you do. Because yes, you can copy others and be successful, but deep down you would be having an issue with yourself because we aren't able to satisfy our artistic needs. If we don't value the things we do, then others won't value it either. It's possible that you would be riding the wave, but if people know that you're only doing this to satisfy the audience, then they won't love it. This brings me to the next video that I want to bring up. It's a video called Creative Insecurity by LocalScriptMan, and he said that they will smell the inauthenticity of your art and they will get turned off.
The moment this corrupts this, they will smell the inauthenticity of your art and they will get turned off. So in conclusion, here's my official answer. For all the marbles, if you really want to make the audience care, stop caring about them. Video over.
If you really want to make the audience care, stop caring about them. That's what he says. I'm always pushing others to do what they love because it inspires other people to do what they love. Yet here I am apparently very insecure about the videos I make. And I think that's mostly because of the thing we call views, which shows how good or how successful the thing you made is. And that's just it. I've fallen for the trap that I warned myself not to fall into when I started YouTube. I told myself, just make the videos you want to do and the audience will follow. You know, don't care about the views. People will find you, people will enjoy you and not the videos you make. People will just want to spend time with you in this channel, stuff like that. The local script man also tells us that step 1 is planting our feet and knowing what we want.
Because as much as I talk about structure and tactics and all that, step 1 is you have to plant your feet and figure out what you want.
We as creators, we as people, we need to know what we want to do. Because we are the ones that decide what the standard for good is. And we won't know unless we train our senses to know what good is. And again, we're not talking about what's good in the audience's eyes, but what's good in our own eyes. Now, the last video that I want to bring up is creator advice from Doug, and he says that we need to imagine an entire stadium filled with clones of ourselves.
Imagine that you are creating stuff for an arena full of yourself. Okay, for me, it's like a stadium, like a sports stadium full of Dougs. Literally you, like a clone, 40,000 clones of you in a stadium. And that's a really helpful filter, because if you get too caught up with like, okay, what will everybody kind of like? No, you're going to stray away from what you are specifically good at.
Would this arena filled with yourself love what you made? If the answer is yes, then we're in the clear. We made something that we love. But if the answer is no, then you have to make something better. You have to make sure that what you just made is something you can be proud of. It can be something you're satisfied with. In 2024, even in 2023, there are so many people who are saying it's time for self-love. It's time to cut off the toxic people and focus on myself. Focus on making myself happy. But then when it comes to actually making yourself happy by doing the things you love, suddenly we become very insecure, suddenly thinking, what is this person gonna think? What is this person gonna think? We're looking for external validation for the things that we are doing. And in my past video, I actually talked about saying that we need to allow ourselves to fail this year so that we can enter 2025 knowing more and we'll be just better overall. So that's all for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. And remember, live to inspire, live to make a difference, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.